Okay. So we are talking about S3. Yesterday we talked about S3, and we have seen the lab how to make S3, how to create the S3 bucket, and how to put the object in that, and we make it public, and we tested how we can easily access the document across the
Hmm.
world. We can share that, download that, many things. So what S3 is, it is like a storage. So if you look at here, CD in my laptop, C drive is usually our operating system into here. And where we share, like store our data, we store our data in the D drive or E drive. So in the how the data will be in the we will create the folders, and under the folders there will be files, right? So this is
Yeah,
what it happened, right?
yeah. So S3 storage and cloud, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's have another basic test. S3 is nothing but the
Hmm.
storage in the cloud. So if I go here, and for the S3 there is nothing to do with VPC and EC2 instance, nothing. It's a separate storage. So if you just search here S3, okay. Okay. So here you will see bucket. So bucket is something. What you need to do? You need to in the cloud. Say you are in the cloud. In AWS cloud.
I can't hear you, sir.
Okay, sorry, I was on mute.
Hmm.
So this is our AWS cloud. Okay, so AWS has multiple services. If you EC2 instances, VPC, right? You
Yeah.
have multiple like CloudWatch, CloudTrail, right? Similarly, there is one service called S3.
Hmm.
S3, the full form is Simple Storage Service. Okay,
Okay.
S3. That's what the triple S is, nothing but the S3. So in the S3, what you need to do is you need to create one bucket. Bucket is nothing but a storage. So like how the bucket will be generally, it will be like this bucket. And in the bucket, you can in that bucket you can store your files or whatever it is. And you can make this file public. Public means what? See, private means within AWS. Okay. And public means here, this is the bad internet. Okay. And right now, let's say internet. So Salman is here, Nitika is here, Sadanand is here, Nazim is here. Okay. They are connecting on the internet from various locations. Internet. Okay. So as we know, this S3 is Amazon is nothing but the cloud. So in my AWS cloud, if I store some file, so and if I make it public, so anyone on the internet, they can access that file. They can download it and they can view that file. So that's they make it very easy. S3. So till so what we can do is we can create a S3 bucket first, and this bucket should be same name, some unique name, no spaces, no special characters. So I will say next gen I. This is my bucket name, in which region, in this region. Okay, and by default, every bucket will be in private. Every bucket is private. So if you look at here, it is saying block public access. So by default, they are saying for the security purpose, you need to make your bucket private. Don't make it public. Okay, but we want to test it. Okay, that's why I'm opening it. So I'm just opening it, and also they are giving the disclaimer. I acknowledge that the current setting might result in this bucket that object within becoming public. So whatever the object in my bucket will become a public. Okay, rest everything make it same. Okay, my bucket is created, right? So I now if I open this bucket, so now here I can create the folder. I can create. See, you can see the option here. Create folder, right? So I can create a folder. Let's say um, AWS study. AWS study. Okay. This I'm creating a folder. Just make it create the folder. I create the folder. Okay. So now under this folder, I can upload any file. Okay. Let's say, let me upload some file from here. So let's say something. Let me create one file here. Hello world. Is 19th 2021, and the time is 12 p.m. IST. Okay, I just created one file saying test. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to upload this file in S3 bucket. Upload. It is asking where you want to upload. Add a file. So I will go to my desktop. Test. Okay. So next, just upload. Okay. So my file got uploaded. So if you look at here, so there is copy URL. Okay, if I go here and search the same URL, can you see the what the URL is coming? Nextgen is. It is nothing but my bucket name. Then s3amazon.com, it is the common. Then under AWS study, the text txt the file. When I hit enter, what it is saying? Access denied. It means I uploaded the file, but I did not make it public. So I'm going to make it public. So in the action, select the txt file, select the action, and make it public. Okay, make a public, done. So now the same URL, when I can you see this? Hello world, today is 19, and the same file I'm sending in the chat. You just click on that URL. Can you just please click on that URL?
Yes, sir.
Are you did you got the same data what I have?
Yeah, I got the same one.
Okay. So it means you are storing the data. Okay. So similarly,
Okay.
you can upload. So right now you are seeing it txt. So let me upload some Word file. Okay, and you can directly download that. So let's say okay. Let's say take this KMS only. It is small file. So if I go here and close it. Okay, in the same folder, I'm uploading new file. Okay, add files. So let me add this one. KMS one Word file is there. Upload. Uploaded. One Word file is uploaded. Okay, so I cannot see that. So I need to make it public. So if I copy this URL, see I have the option to download it. So within AWS, anyone can go to S3 and they can download it. But I want to make it public out of AWS. So the URL is automatically there. So if I go here and if I hit the URL, can you see it is showing access denied? Sorry, your access denied. So what I need to do, I need to make it public. Make public. Done. So the same URL, when I refresh, can you see automatically one document is getting downloaded here. Now you apply the same thing. I'm just putting the URL into the chat. Just click on that URL. One document file will be get downloaded in your system. Can you please confirm?
Yes, sir, it got downloaded.
Oh, perfect. So this is what we have seen yesterday. S3. So these are the files and all. Okay, now so we are going a little bit advanced in the S3. So what we have next is, so if you look at our S3, Salman bhai kahan hai? Khamosh बैठे हुए हैं? क्या बात है? हेलो
नदीम भाई गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग भाई, आपकी खामोशी पे एक शेर अर्ज है, अगर आप इजाजत दिए तो। हाँ
जी जी
बोलो।
बोलिए बोलिए।
खामोश बैठे हो होठों को सीकर पछताएंगे आप, खामोश बैठे हो होठों को सीकर पछताएंगे आप, इश्क जाग उठता है अक्सर ऐसी खामोशी के बाद।
रोजा लग गया शायद तब भी सुन रहा मेरे को।
हाँ भाई नदीम भाई नहीं मैं एक्चुअली सुन रहा हूँ, आराम से पढ़ाइए।
ओके ओके चलो ओके फाइन। सो this is our folder. So in the folder, if you look at here, so sorry, in the S3 bucket next-gen I went to AWS study. Okay, so here this txt file, which I just what we make it public, and what we said, hello world, today is 19 August and this. Okay, so now if I go to the same txt file, and if you look at okay, let me open this file. Okay, so there is something called versions. Okay, so right now, can you see this? There is something called versioning. Versioning means what? Let's say currently this file, this is shared one. Okay, so today is this date. Tomorrow the date will get changed. Okay, if I want to, so I need to edit that. So how the S3 will know that this is the same file? Okay, so for that you need to enable bucket versioning. So how to enable the bucket versioning? So now see here, successfully edited versioning for next-gen I. So on bucket itself, you need to enable the versioning. Okay. So now if you look at, if I go back to my txt file, and if you look at here, version. Okay, can you see this is right now current version? Okay, which you are saying here. Okay, so now let me update that file. So the file is here, the same test file. Okay, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it. So what I'm going to, it was 19 August, right? So hello world, today is let's say tomorrow. Today is okay. Today Salman Bhai is in sleeping mode. Okay, so this is what I stored, and the same file I have updated. I saved this file. Okay, it means the data got edited, and now what I'm doing is in the same place, same file, okay, txt file, I am uploading back again to the same folder. Upload, add files, test, upload, close. So if you look at there, so do you see the another test file here? No, you saw like the same file is downloaded with the same name, uploaded. So if I go here, okay, and if I open this one and go to the versions, so can you see I have a two versions now. I have two versions now. So currently, okay, and now the previous version. So let's do one thing. So if can you okay, like this is our previous version. So not the okay. So right now, if I just refresh, if you refresh your URL, so what it is saying. Okay. So what I need to do, see, it means let's say S3 multiple team members will work on that folder. So if you have txt file, if you have Excel, if you have Word, or whatever the documents, so you need to see the multiple version of that, right? So what was yesterday and what changes today. So that is mean by the versioning. So now, right now, this is the latest one. So I need to make it public until unless otherwise no one can see that. Make a public that the latest file, close it. Okay. Now, if I go to the properties and copy the URL, okay, and if I go back here and if you search, oops, what did it say? 69 test txt. So the information below no longer be available after you navigate away from this page. Okay, now it came. So now see here the same file. So Nitika, Nazim, whoever. So can you just you in the chat box you already have that txt file, the first URL which I pinged. Can you just click on that and see what content is coming?
I'm getting Salman sir sleeping. I mean, the same thing.
Exactly, exactly. So this is you got it right. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what it means the versioning. But in the AWS, let's you are the admin. Okay, so you can view that multiple files or multiple version. So if I go to txt file versions, so how many versions here? So I can view the old version. See, I can download it. I can download it, and I can see what it has. So the previous version was today date is this thing, and now the latest version is some different text. So versions are something, it is very useful when it is a shared object and multiple people are editing that file. So it is like if you're working on the PowerPoint, okay, and you like you were editing something and power gone or your laptop shut down, something happened. When you log in the same file again, so in the left side you will be saying the last save or you were working here. So when you click that in the left side, so automatically where you were working, that content will come. So the versioning is the same. So in the versioning means your the same file, same data can be accessible, can be editable multiple times. So what we understand, S3 is a simple storage service. Okay, it is there is no limit to store the data. Okay, you can create multiple buckets. There is no no issues, and whatever the storage you have, you will get charged for that storage. Okay, so that is one thing. And in the bucket, when you create a bucket, under the bucket you can create n number of folders, and in every folder you can create n number of files object, and that you can enable the versioning, and you can make it public, private, whatever it is. Okay, it is everything is within if it is a private means within AWS environment. Okay, when you say it is a private, so let's say to the AWS cloud your office is connected. Okay, so private means only that file can be accessible from office, because private IP to private IP only, because you already have a VPN tunnel here. That is meant by private, or any EC2 instance can access this S3. But when you say a public, public means a red mark. Public is dangerous. So now currently this file is available for the world. Anyone in the world, they can just click and download this. Anyone. So this is what, so be very careful. Private is always green. No, sorry. Private is always a green, but public is always a dangerous. So, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make your content in the public. So what is this then? If you don't want to make your things public, so what is this? Wikipedia. The entire world's data is there. So this is public, right? The contents are there, right? Contents are there. Thousands and lakhs of articles and pages are available there. So this is what you're in sharing the information. So they hosted the website, but you know the when you host the website and S3, there is a difference between that. So generally, if you want to host the website, then you need to have a server behind that. You need to have a server, and you need to have a public IP address on that, so that people from the world, they can access that server content. Okay, so you need to have a NAT there, you need to have a security policy there, firewalls and many things. But here with the S3, there is no public IP, nothing. And if you there is nothing, because even in the server, when you host the public your website, you need operating system and all. But here in S3, no operating system, nothing. It is simple storage service. Just go and upload and share whatever you want. Okay, so now you understand this S3. So now let's play something how we can IAM user, we can assign access, we can give the permission to the S3. So we can test that. So let me open our IAM. IAM is nothing but IAM. Identity and access management. I want to open that. If I go here, so it will be here in security identification. Click. Let me close these all tabs. So I'm here. I am user. Okay. So in the S3 bucket, there is something called permissions. If I go here, action, sorry, encryption, where is the encryption? Go back here. Okay, there we go. Permissions. So object ownership, replace accounts, right. Public access, okay. So to show that permission, I'm just looking here one thing, which is nothing but encryption. So where is the encryption? I'm just, you know, see, the default encryption. Here we go. Edit it. Object store in this bucket automatically encrypt key management system. Okay, perfect. So now what we are going to do. So let me show you something. Okay. So now I'm going to show you one another service of AWS that is called KMS. It means it is a key management system. Key management system. So what does it mean is key management system is, so what we are going to do in S3 bucket, we now we are correlating multiple services of AWS. So now if you recall yourself, we have identity and access management where we have created 4 users: Salman, Nitika, Sadanand, and Nazim. So 4 users I have. Okay. So let's say there is one file. Okay, there is one file, and um, that file, if I make it public, so even in the private also, just forget about the private. We are not public. We are not talking about internet. We are talking about within internet, within AWS. So this particular file, I want to give access. How can I give that access only to Salman? When I make it available, so Nazim, Salman, Nitika, and Sadan, everyone can access that file. But there is something called key management system, KMS. So what we can do is, there is something called I can encrypt this data. So let's say some test 123 will become hash, some blah 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 blah, some words will be there. So that key management system. So actual key will be in KMS. Okay. So what I will do, I will create KMS key. Okay, and I will give rights that key to only Salman, and that key I will associate here. So when and Salman is here. So if Nazim or Nitika, if they try to access directly to this file, they will get access denied. Sorry, you don't have access. But when Salman log in with his AWS account, so with by he already have a KMS key attached, then he can access this S3 file. So this is KMS is nothing but a security feature. Okay, what is KMS? So generally what will happen is, see, actually I am merging two topics. So one thing is in S3 we have seen versioning. Okay, versioning means you can have multiple files. And now I'm trying to correlate these three things, because this key management, this is one of the service of AWS. Okay, and that AWS service, how can you test that? When you know about the S3, when you know about the IAM. So now you know about IAM, you know about S3. Now you can use this KMS feature to protect and to control your S3 access. Okay, because in the AWS, what will happen? Everyone is having different account. So Nazim has his own account. I created that in IAM. Nitika has, Salman has, Sadanand has. So everyone have their own accounts. Own account means the your root account. They created these users, and everyone have different roles. Nazim and Nitika, they are the network guys. Salman is a security guy. Sadanand is a monitoring guy. Right. So who is having what rights? That is IAM. Then S3 is storage service. And what is KMS? You are controlling. This is nothing but the key. So what will happen? So now if you look at here in encryption. So what is mean by encryption? Encryption is just, you can say like this. So in the plain text, let's say Bob123. When you encrypt this, so it will become A4SX, some combination of capital letter, digits, special character and all. So no one can read that. But who can read that? Whoever having this key, encryption key, they can read that data. This is called encryption. And when they read the data, that is called decryption. Because these are encryption and decryption, both are security terminologies. Okay, encryption is very simple. Now see here, what is security? Security means I don't want my information to share to others. Okay, that's one goal. Now the second objective is I want my information to share to authorized person. That is the second condition. So first thing, you want to be secure. You don't want people to see your data information. And the second is you want from that public, only authorized people can see that. You got it? So Bob, like let's say you have some data, some text or whatever the content or whatever the file you have, information. So here many people are here, but out of that people you just want to share to specific authorized person. So what will happen with that? There will be one key. Okay, only that person know about that key. So when let's say when I am sending this information to Salman, okay, so I am encrypting it. Okay, and when Salman want to read this file, so he will use this key, and he will when he use this key and convert this encrypted format to plain text, that conversion called decryption. Encryption is and reverse is a decryption. So this format, now he by using that key, Salman can read, okay, Bob123, got it. So this is what the encryption and decryption. So that you can do here. Okay, in AWS, so they are providing a KMS, key management system. It is fully managed, centralized key management, integration with AWS service, built-in auditing, and secure and compliant. So this is very important, because in the security point of view, when the audit happen, so the first thing first, they will ask this folder, this file, who has the rights, who can access this. Even in your organization, the internal audits and external audits will come. They will see each and everything. They will see your laptop, they will see your servers, they will see your shared drives, and they will see who is having access to this folder. Who is accessing this? Who can edit this? Who is the authorized guy? Is it open publicly? Is it open privately? So these all questions will come around. So this key management system is something what, as I told, we are going to use that. First we will create this key and we will give rights to Salman only, and that key we will enable here in the S3. Any questions before I move to the lab?
So it's like encrypting the data with the password.
वो
type of
शेर
thing.
जाग गया, देखो सिक्योरिटी के टॉपिक आते हैं, शेर जाग गया.
भाई आज बर्तन बहुत थे धोने के सुबह में, थका हुआ हूँ, स्लीपी नहीं हूँ, आई एम टायर्ड, दैट्स ऑल.
Okay, okay, हाँ बोलिए.
So we have the storage, right?
Mhm.
So it's like securing your storage with a password like that.
Exactly, exactly. Now see here, one thing, when I upload any file here in the S3, okay, so now this is, let's say I'm the root admin, but like we have 4 IAM users, okay, so everyone have the access to S3, right? S3 is open, so anyone can see that file, but you want to control that particular file. How you are going to control? There is nothing, there is no option there to call like permission or option. So we are encrypting, we are putting the data in S3 in encrypted format. And how we are going to encrypt that? By using the KMS key. So whoever having that KMS key, they can only decrypt that data. That's as simple as.
So Nadeem, you're saying that and this encryption is at the file level and not at the bucket level, right? S3.
KMS, yeah, this is on the file level.
Okay, so
Yeah, but you can make it on the bucket level also. You can create one bucket and give access to one specific role, IAM role.
okay.
Okay, so just have a look. Just we'll
Sure.
see the lab, then you will get more clarity.
Okay.
Okay, now, so what I need to do is in IAM. So let's say username password है क्या, नहीं भूल गया मैं. One second. Nitika का तो दिख रहा है मेरे password. Let me first log in with Salman's account. So if I go here in the dashboard, okay, so this is the one I copied, and in new window, okay, Salman password was, oh, this is correct. Oops. Yes, I got it. So now you locked it, okay, and let's say S3. You are going to S3. See, this is a separate account. Okay, another person is logging to this account. Can you see? He can view this next gen I. Okay, next gen I, and he can access this AWS study folder, and he can actually read this TXT file, and he can see the versions also. How many versions we have? See, version 1, version 2. So even if you want to see, what is this? Hello world, today Salman bhai is sleeping mode. So this is file he got. Okay, so whatever the admin shared, everything he can see. So what's the security here? So it is open, actually that is open for the world. So let me create from admin mode. See, now I'm back to the root admin. So I'm the root. So let me create one file, and I will not make it public. Let's see what will happen. So we will see the clarity. Okay, now see this files txt and kms, both files I make public. So even Nitika, Nazim, they are accessing their laptops and they are able to access that. So I am creating another folder, another file. Okay. Right. Okay. So I have written some data here, some contents is there. So now the same file I'm trying to upload. Upload, add files, private. Okay, done. So now see this private file, copy URL. So Nazim, Nitika, or anyone, can you please are you able to access this file? Just click on the URL, what it is saying.
It's showing error.
Okay,
Same.
it's here exactly error, right? So
Yeah.
now if now I'm in on the Salman's account. Okay, now if Salman go here, it came to the S3 next gen AWS study. Okay, private and open. Can you see? Only for Salman. So what does it mean? It means that that folder, whatever I did, it is a private. If you don't do anything, it is a private. If you want to make it public, then only see, even he can download it. See, private, that txt file got downloaded. Right? Who created? I created this. But who did? Anyone can. But now, and even tomorrow, like if I log in with the Nitika account, she can also download, she can also see that. So what the security we are providing? So this is what the KMS will come into picture. So what is the KMS? KMS. There is another service, key management service. Securely generate and manage AWS encryption keys. That's the mean of key management. Okay. So now here, if you look at here in the left side, okay, what is saying? Easily create key and control encryption across AWS and beyond. So if you look at here, there are some keys, AWS managed keys. So there are some default keys given here. Okay, like let's say AWS EBS something. So you cannot delete this. So these are managed by AWS. You don't have any option here to delete this and all. So this key is managed by AWS. You cannot touch. But can you see this customer managed keys? Customer means who? We. So here we can create our own key. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a key. Okay. And they're saying a single encryption key that can use for both encryption and decryption operation. Can you see this? This is called symmetric. And asymmetric key is something, a public and private key for that encryption, decryption, single verify operation. So asymmetric means for opening that file, you need a different key. Symmetric and asymmetric. So if we use symmetric file, a single key is used for encryption and also decryption. Okay. And if you go to the advanced, so we are using KMS, okay, and single region. I want to use it in the single region. Next. So give the name. So I will say secure key. only security team can see the data. So this is just a description. What is this key? Is only, I will say only for security team. Let's say I don't want other team or anyone can do that. So next. Okay, now here very important. So now when I put the next, so what they are saying, define key administrative permission. Who will access this key? Is that Nazim, Nitika, Salman, Sadanand, Salman, or you can either assign to user or role directly. Can you see we have our multiple roles? We can create a role for security team or operation team or whatever developer team. So now I have a user, so I'm assigning this to Salman. Next, and can you see allow key administrator to delete the key? Okay, next. So define key usage permission. Who can use this key? Okay, the first is permission and the second I am assigning again to Salman. Okay, and other AWS account, add if you have some another AWS account, like this is one of my account, so this is my account. If you have another account, you can add that account also here. Okay, that key can be shared. Next, and can you see whatever we do, everything is like this is called JSON format. So see, everything is here in the bracket and inverted comma allow, and this is ARN. I am like I told you, ARN is used for this one. And can you see the Salman? It is asking only allow access to key administrators Salman, and the actions are this. So this all of everything is coded. So that's why if you know the code, you can build this very easily. Like right now what we are doing graphical way, we are using GUI, but this is what the actual it will happening. Okay, and finally finish. So what I did, I created one secure key and I have given access to Salman. So this is a symmetric key I created. That's done. So now I'm going back here to the S3 bucket. Okay, in the S3 bucket, so let me create some file. Test KMS. Actually, my notepad is not working. I need to install that something. Okay, so this file is encrypted and only can open who has KMS key. Only and encrypted and can be decrypted and can be decrypted by decrypt by who has KMS key. Okay, this is what some data I have put. Okay, so now I am uploading that file. Let's say in this the same folder. Okay, where I have some public and some private stuff. So same place I'm uploading it. Add file, test KMS. Okay, so while uploading file, can you see we have something here, permission. Come down, define private properties. If I go to the properties, Where is it? Where I found that server-side encryption. Okay, specify an encryption key. Can you see here? I have this option here. Where I have this option while uploading server-side encryption setting. So protect data. Can you see server-side encryption protect data at rest? So I use previously by default it will be do not specify encryption key. But can you see here specify an encryption key? So what you can use? So I want to use AWS key management service. Okay, key management service. So when I use this one, so they're asking choose from your AWS KMS key. When I choose here, can you see here? I got this key, secure key, which I created. Done. Then save it. Upload it. Done. Close. So now test KMS key. So copy URL. I will put it into the chat. Can you please confirm? Because see, the first thing, it is not public. So whoever accessing from public internet, you cannot access this one. Nitika, Nazim, can you please confirm? You should be having the error.
Yeah, sir, arrow I'm getting.
Error, right? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So now let's see for the Salman. Okay, he went to AWS study, and can you see the file he got? KMS test KMS key. We go here and open. So he is able to read. This file is encrypted and can be decrypted by who has key. So Salman was having the key and he was able to read. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to now Salman is I'm going to log off this and opening with Nitika's account. Okay, sign out. Okay, and how can I log into Nitika account? Okay, no. I need that URL, our URL. Copy. So I'm going to the same browser. I'm going here. Okay. Nitika. What happened is Nitika, she logged in. Can you see here? Nitika at NextGen i-tutor. So now S3. Okay, we went to NextGen bucket, AWS study, test KMS. Open. Can you see this? Nitika can't access, no one can access that except the Salman who has the KMS key. Salman, is it clear now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right? So this is the key KMS, key management system. So someone needs that key to decrypt that. So this is how we control. Can you correlate this? See, now what we did, we have the IAM user to KMS to S3. This is what. See, that's why I cannot teach KMS directly without teaching the IAM and S3. Now you can correlate this. So same IAM role you can correlate to S3. EC2. Anything we can see. So very simple. KMS is something only whoever having the access key they can access. So even if I make it public, so now the last thing we'll do and we'll close for today. If I make this file public, action, and if I make it public, let's see what will happen. Make public. Okay. Now let's see. Nitika, can you try accessing this the same URL again, please? Can you click that txt file?
One second. It's still showing error.
It is still showing error. It means what? Salman, can you see this? It cannot accessible private or public anywhere in the world because that file is now secure by one person, one key. That is it. If I go here, test key, permission, and we added the file here. Edit server side encryption key, and now see the same file. If I want to remove it, see it here. What we use this one. So if I uncheck mark this one, then automatically it will open by everyone. So let me disable it, okay, and save it. So now, Nitika, can you please try that URL again?
It's encrypted now.
You mean you are able to see the data?
Yeah, it says this file is encrypted and can be decrypted by
right.
KMS.
It means it is decrypted. So it is no, it is a text file. So now even you were not able to access from here, but can I refresh it? And you see this file is encrypted. So do you understand that key, KMS key is how important it is? Right? So today we covered two topics. One is S3 versioning and we covered KMS. Okay. So that's it. We'll continue tomorrow.
I think one question.
Sure.
So in real time, what is the use case for securing these files? Like, are the technical files saved here using these keys, or actual business data can also be here?
N number of usage. Okay. The first thing is technical data. Okay. After that, there is something in AWS when you like go a little bit advanced. So there are many services they talk to each other. Many services they contact each other and they share the data and they take the links from here. So that time KMS is very helpful. So you can associate that key to that particular service and only that service can access that key. They can only. So this is what, like, there is a many use cases in the development, in the application side. You have multiple application, but that application to the database server only who can access only KMS, who is having the KMS. These are the real use cases which I'm sharing. Apart from that, this S3 is just an example. You can control KMS with Lambda and some automation scripts and all coding. So you can use that. Technical data as well as the public content as well.
We don't keep the business data here, you're saying, right? Like, can I put a vendor file here, for example?
It depends. If your vendor is something marketing vendor, then we can put. But your vendor data is sensitive, don't put.
Okay.
Right? So it is again up to you. So S3, see, S3 is, it's there. It is what does it mean? It's a simple storage service. You no need a server, you no need a website, you no need a public IP address to host that. Just put it, create the folder, upload it, secure it, make it public, make it private, encrypt it with the KMS. These are the features with S3.
Okay.
Right? So please try this, do this practice. This is a very interesting one. And for that, to do this lab, you need to create multiple IAM role users and test it. Because if you remember here, I already have 4 users. That's why I'm playing around and you're able to see the result. But for that, you need to create the IAM role, KMS key and S3 and test that. Create the bucket, try to access from your mobile, create the bucket and make it public, private, see if it can be accessible or not. So like this, you need to do it. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, chalo. ठीक है. We'll continue tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Bye.